Let me ask you something that might make you a little uncomfortable. How much is your time worth? Not your salary, not your hourly rate, your time. 1 hour of your actual life. Because right now, most people are selling theirs every single day. And the worst part, they don't even realize it's happening. You wake up, you go to work, you get paid, you come home, and you call that a living. But here's the truth nobody says out loud. That is not a living, that's a trade. You give them your hours, they give you money. And the moment you stop showing up, the money stops too. That's not freedom, that's a cage with a salary attached to it. And I say that not to scare you, but because I genuinely believe that once you see this clearly, you cannot unsee it. And that's when everything starts to change. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share changed how I think about money, time, and what building a real life actually looks like. Let's start with the thing nobody taught us in school. There are two types of income in this world: active income and passive income. Active income is what most of us have. You work, you earn. You stop working, you stop earning. It's simple, clean, and completely dependent on your body, your time, and your willingness to show up every single day, whether you want to or not. Passive income is different. It's income that keeps coming in after the work is done, after you've built something, created something, invested in something. It doesn't need you to be present. It doesn't clock out when you do. And here's the part that stopped me in my tracks when I first understood it. We all have 24 hours in a day. Every single person on this planet, the billionaire, the broke college student, the CEO, the person working 3 jobs just to survive, same 24 hours. The difference is not how hard they work, it's how many of those hours are working for them, while they sleep, while they rest, while they live. That's the real gap. Not talent, not luck, not where you were born. It's whether your money is working for you or whether you are always working for your money. Now, I want to tell you something that most people in this space won't say. Passive income is not easy. I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but I'd rather be honest with you than tell you what sounds good. Building income that doesn't require your constant presence takes work up front, sometimes a lot of it. It takes patience, it takes delayed gratification in a world that is obsessed with instant everything. But here's what makes it worth it. You do the work once, and it pays you again and again. Think about what that actually means. You create something, a system, a product, an investment, and then it starts to earn for you. While you sleep, while you spend time with the people you love, while you live the actual life you keep saying you want to live someday. Someday. That word, it's the most expensive word most people ever use. Here's the question I want you to sit with. What happens to your income if you stop working tomorrow? Not because you chose to, because something happened, an injury, an illness, a crisis, a layoff. For most people, the honest answer is terrifying. Everything stops. And that realization that your entire financial life depends on your ability to keep showing up, that's not a small thing. That's a vulnerability most people carry around quietly, never saying it out loud. The 1% understand something fundamental here. They are not necessarily smarter, they are not more deserving, but they have built income streams that don't require them to be present to keep flowing. And that changes everything. Not just financially, but psychologically. When you know that money is coming in whether or not you show up today, the way you move through the world shifts completely. You make decisions from a place of choice, not fear, not desperation, not survival. Choice. So, what does this actually look like? Because I don't want this to be abstract. I want you to leave this video with something real. The most common and accessible forms of passive income, the ones that don't require you to already be rich, fall into a few categories. The first is digital products. Something you create once, an ebook, a guide, a template, a course, that people can buy again and again without you doing extra work each time. The creator economy in 2025 is bigger than it has ever been. People are buying knowledge, buying solutions, and if you have expertise in anything at all, there is someone out there willing to pay for it. The second is content. A YouTube channel, a blog, a podcast. Content that you create once and that keeps earning ad revenue, affiliate income, and brand partnerships for months, sometimes years, after you made it. This is literally income while you sleep, and the barrier to entry has never been lower. The third is investing. Dividend stocks, ETFs, real estate, assets that pay you simply for owning them. This one requires capital up front, but the principle is the same: money working for you, not the other way round. None of these are get rich quick. All of them are get free, eventually. Here's what I find fascinating about the people who actually build this kind of life. They don't think about money the way most of us do. Most of us think about money in terms of spending and saving. How much comes in, how much goes out. The 1% think about money in terms of systems. Every pound, every dollar, they ask, how can this work for me? How can this create more of itself? They are not just earning, they are building, quietly, consistently. While everyone else is focused on getting a raise, they're focused on creating an asset. And the beautiful, uncomfortable truth is this: you don't have to be born wealthy to think this way. You just have to decide to start. Even small, even imperfect, even scared. The first step out of the time for money trap is never a big leap. It's a decision, a quiet, personal, non-negotiable decision that your time is worth more than what someone else is willing to pay it for. I want to drop a comment question here. Right now, honestly, are you trading time for money, or are you building something that works without you? Drop it below. Just one word: trading or building. I read every single one. Because here's what I know. The people who answer building, even if they're only just starting, they've already made the most important shift. The shift from employee thinking to owner thinking. And owner thinking doesn't require you to own a business. It requires you to see yourself as the CEO of your own financial life. To stop waiting for someone else to give you a raise and start asking yourself what you can build that doesn't need their permission. That is the mindset of the 1%. Not arrogance, not hustle culture, not grinding yourself into the ground, just a quiet, clear understanding that your time is finite and therefore precious, and therefore not something to be traded away indefinitely for someone else's bottom line. So, here is what I want you to do after this video. Just one thing. Ask yourself, what is one thing I could create, build, or invest in that could earn for me without my constant presence? Not 10 things, not a business plan. One thing. Write it down. Sit with it. Let it feel real. Because the gap between where you are and where you want to be is not talent, it's not money, it's not connections. It's the decision to stop trading and start building. And that decision, that one quiet, powerful decision, is available to you right now, today. Not someday, now. If this resonated with you, and I think it did, or you wouldn't still be here, watch this next. We broke down exactly why your environment might be the biggest thing keeping you financially stuck, and what the 1% do differently that most people never see. It's on your screen right now. I'll see you there.